Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with another of these budgie boxes. I'm going through a bunch of these just because it's fun. This is the ultimate essential Handel masterpieces on 5 discs. Does anybody think they're going to get anywhere on 5 discs? No, they are not. They are certainly not. And this is a wonderful example of not. One of you wrote a comment saying, "Well, I've looked for these, I can't find them in 7 pages of Amazon stuff, and why are you bothering? And is this relevant if you can't get the box?" Well, I think it's very relevant. The reason I think it's relevant is because it doesn't matter whether you can get the box or not. What matters is what's in the box, the comments on the performances, which are available in any number of media. Whether they're downloads or they've been repackaged in other boxes or they were reissued previously. I mean, usually you can find it. And if you can't, well, then you know what performances to listen to or not listen to. And this is just a convenient way to discuss it. Besides, it's fun to look at these marketing concepts and have a good laugh at the expense of the major labels, because so much of this stuff is just hopelessly idiotic, and it deserves to be discussed so that people have a sense of what to expect in future incarnations of similar mean. So let's talk about the essential masterpieces of Handel. Let me just say, this was put together in 2007, which is very, very strange, because by 2007, Handel, as a composer of opera, had reestablished himself tremendously. And this set of Handel all-time greatest essential ultimate classics could have been written in 1935. There's not a single reference to anything operatic by Handel, which is mind-boggling, especially since the whole period instrument movement had been going crazy for decades when this popped up. And here, let's just look at what we have. First, you get the water music and the music for the Royal Fireworks with the Stuttgart Chamber Orchestra under Karl Munchinger. When you think, this is Decca, right? Everything they have in fireworks and water musics with period instrument people and not period instrument people. They have Mariner, they have the Gardner folks, they just have everybody. They have Pinnock, they had Hogwood, and we get Munchinger? Ay, sheesh. Yeah, it's a budget thing, so they can take lesser performances and toss them in here and sell it all for the price of 1 disc. It's a good deal. And of course, the Munchinger performances aren't horrible, but Munchinger? Okay. And then we get the Concerti Grossi Opus 3 with Raymond Leppard and the English Chamber Orchestra. Very good. Leppard was a great Handelian, but the Opus 3 Concerti Grossi, lovely as they are not the major Handel Concerti Grossi. That's the Opus 6, and we know that. Everybody knows that. Opus 3 was a compilation that Handel didn't even have any real input into. His publisher threw stuff together, and because it's Handel, a lot of it's wonderful. But the real concerto set by Handel that he actually wrote and published and finished and accepted was Opus 6, and there's not a trace of it here. That's just stupid. Sorry, but it is. Okay, then we have CD3, Organ Concertos, a random selection of organ concertos, numbers 5, 6, 8, 11, and 13, with Daniel Korzempa, Concerto Amsterdam, and Jaap Schroeder conducting. They're fine. They're really fine. But who listens to Handel's organ concertos in preference to the Opus 6 concertos? Nobody thinks Handel's organ concerti are major Handel. They're fun Handel. They really are. I mean, they're delightful, but, half of them, he never bothered to write down the solo part. And again, this is just a disc they shoved in there. No way would you say that is an ultimate essential Handel masterpiece. No way. No way in a billion years. No way. Then we've got the Coronation Anthems, and the Foundling Hospital Anthem, with the choir of Winchester Cathedral, the Brandenburg Consort, and David Hill. I mean, okay, that's all right. The coronation anthems are also, they're ceremonial music. Zadok the priest, absolutely. has to be in there if you're going to do something like that. The Foundling Hospital Anthem is really an occasional work. Again, it's nice, but why not do the Ode for St. Cecilia's Day, or the Dettingen Te Deum, or one of those really super duper Handelian things. You can stuff it on with Zadok the priest. This is okay. Next, Messiah highlights. Not the Messiah, of course. And it's Mariner's recording with Ellie Ameling and Anna Reynolds and Philip Langridge. It's very, very good. So you get some highlights, 56 minutes of Messiah highlights. And that's the ultimate essential Handel? Are you folks on drugs? I mean, yeah. There you go. That's what happens, when the goobers are running the show. I have no problem. Some things in this set are very good, and we'll be talking about in this series. And we'll be talking about those. And I'm happy to give credit where credit is due. I really am. But this is just terrible. And these people should know better. It would have been so easy to put together 5 discs of really superior Handel. And they've got it. They've got it in the catalog. I mean, so what's the game here, fellas? Avoid this like death. That's all I can tell you. And most of these performances, like I said, it's not the box that matters, it's the performances. I mean, Mariner's Messiah is in the big Mariner box. These coronation anthems and things, you can get all the same stuff elsewhere. And you don't need the Foundling Hospital Anthem. You really, really don't. Even though I think it ends with the Hallelujah chorus or one of those things. Where is it? I don't know. I can't even be bothered to check. One of those anthems ends with the Hallelujah chorus. You'll tell me which one it is. And then, the organ concertos, nobody needs, unless you want to get a set of organ concertos, and they've all been boxed up and reissued anyway. The Concerti Grossi Opus 3, they're lovely, but not the right ones. And Munchingers, water music and fireworks music. Oh, God. Like I said, not terrible, but okay. That's the deal. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.